Picture yourself exactly 1 year from now. Close your eyes for a second and think about it. What are you doing? Where are you? Who are you with? And who are you becoming? Now let me ask you, does that version of yourself excite you? And does it feel like a different person than who you are today? If you saw a different version of yourself, trust me, I'm on this journey with you. And I want to be as transparent as possible as we reflect on the past year and think about the next steps we could take to set ourselves up for success in the new year. First, let's think about what reinventing yourself means to you. It means something different for everybody. For someone, it could be building new habits, or changing careers. For others, it could be redefining priorities and taking bold risks. For me personally, it means realigning myself and my actions to my values and achieve my dreams. So that means leaving behind the things that no longer serve me and welcome the unknown with courage. The reason I think about it a lot more today is because my dad is turning 60 this year, which means there's not really much time left that I have to spend with him while he's still healthy and full of life. And it might be considered a pessimistic or negative way of thinking, but this is what makes me take action. My dad and I have been apart for 7 years now, only seeing each other for once a year or 3 times a year. That was during COVID. And he's 13,000 kilometers away from me. And there's no easy way to actually see him more often because I have a job and there's only so many vacation days a year. Not every job allows you to actually work remotely and travel while working. And the flight tickets, they are expensive. So unless I have freedom of time and money, I'm stuck. I know that I made the choice to live far away and I do have other priorities, but I also realized that I did not appreciate the time spent with my family enough when I was younger. I took it all for granted. So for this coming year, reinventing myself means taking that risk to build the lifestyle that I want so that I can visit my dad as much as I can. And that means building the freedom of time and money. And the future image I have for myself is me surprising my dad with a visit while feeling the complete freedom of being able to do so whenever I want to. What about you? Take this time to think about what reinventing yourself means to you and keep that image of your future self in your mind till the end of this video. Now that we have in mind how next year should look like, let's go back in time and reflect on our past year. For me, it was a year of reflection and growth, but it was also a year with its fair share of struggles. I had the times where I felt completely stuck, but those moments are the ones that taught me the importance of setting the right goals. At the end of each year, I reflect on the past year and my achievements and struggles and roadblocks and start setting goals for the new year. And last year, there were 4 pillars of goals that I focused on: health, relationships, career, and purpose. Last year, my focus started with improving my health, which means doing workouts more consistently and doing the health checkups. Once I got into it, I set that goal. I've never been so consistent in the gym ever in my life. I found the ways to make it fun. I started doing hot yoga, rock climbing, and all the little things that just would bring me joy to actually work out. And so improved health led to improved mood and improved energy overall. And when I talked about one thing could lead to another, the improved health led to having a lot more energy to do work well. And so I was able to prioritize better and spend more time with my loved ones. So all of these things just came together as I started with one small step and one goal of improving my well-being. Where I felt stuck was with these 2 pillars, career and purpose. The question is, are they supposed to be separate? or should I combine them into one? Because if I focus on one more, doesn't mean I'm sacrificing the other. And I could talk about this a little bit on a different video, but that is going to be my focus in the coming year. Reinventing yourself will not come in a straight line like this. We will have challenges, roadblocks, and you might even change your mind midway. But if you keep going, it might look something like this. And eventually, we'll get there. Eventually, if we try hard enough, we will reach our ultimate goal. So, what did your 2024 look like? What can we take from the past? What lessons can we take and bring it to the new year? Now, reinventing yourself starts with asking the right questions. Here are the few questions that I'm working through myself. What life would I live and die happy? What matters to me? What do I value? What does it mean to be successful? How does it feel? And what I'm holding on to that's keeping me stuck. The first question of what life would I live and die happy invites us to rethink about our day-to-day concerns and actually look at the big picture. What kind of life would you live so that you feel fulfilled and content when you look back on it? The way I like to do this is to imagine the perfect day. What does my morning look like? Who do I spend my time with in the afternoons? And is my evenings filled with things that bring me a smile? Having this big picture as a North Star helped me prioritize and choose actions that would help me get there. What matters to me? What do I value? Identifying your core values is like finding your internal compass that will help guide you to make the right decisions and find what brings you joy and meaning. Personally, I value ambition in myself and in others. So in this coming year, I choose to take actions that will reflect this value and also surround myself with people with similar values. What does it mean to be successful and how does it feel? Success looks and feels so different for everybody. For some people, it could be financial security, and for others, it could be strong relationships or creative freedom. Ask yourself what successful means to you personally and not what the society and others expect from you. What am I holding onto that's keeping me stuck? This one could be very tough to reflect on, but it would be transformative. It could be a belief, a habit, or even a relationship. Identifying these anchors help you start the process of letting go and find that space for growth. These questions are not about finding immediate answers. They're about starting the conversation with yourself. So don't wait for the new year, tomorrow, or next month. Start now. Let's just make it simple. What's one thing you can change now to be more aligned with your values? Whether it's letting go of something or start something new. It's up to you. This whole thing is not about being perfect. It's about growing. And the next steps could be very messy, very exciting, but scary at the same time, and deeply personal. And I'm so excited to share my progress with you and also hear about yours. So let's do it. Let's do it together and become the best versions of ourselves yet in 2025. And thank you for being here and discussing and thinking about your future self with me. I'll see you in the next video.